Okay, today is about defense, defense, defense. Okay, I say defense wins championships. I don't fully believe that. And I obviously focus mostly on the offensive side as I have before, and I will the rest of the week. But we got to take a look at the defenses and the keys to attacking these two defenses. We talked about the Rams and all the different blitz looks that they'll give you and the way they pop out into the zone dogs. Well, Cincinnati will give you some distinct looks as well. They'll change it up, third down, and then they're going to force you, very similar to the Rams, force you to be patient in the red zone. They're going to play a lot of zone, force you to hold the football, see if they can get there with the front four guys, but not play a lot of man-to-man to give you easy opportunities. Let's take a look. Okay, so third down. Third down is going to be key. They're going to change it up and do a lot of different things. So here we see it is a 3 down. 1, 2, 3 down, meaning 3 down linemen in this particular case. They'll put in their big nickels with Flowers. They've got their linebackers who are walked up and mugged up over the guards here. They can pressure with them. They can pop them out. They'll do a lot of different things in third down, and we're going to take a look at what they've done in the playoffs up to this point. So are they pressuring? Are they not pressuring? And there you see it. We're going to play man-to-man. Man, 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 man. We got our safety back, and now we're going to pop both linebackers out into the middle of the field. We're only going to rush 3, okay? So it's like 2 what we call cop guys, cops and robbers. When we've got guys that drop in here and try to steal whatever's going in the middle of the field. If it's linebacker type guys, we call them cops. If it's a safety dropping down, we call it a robber. But they're trying to plug up the middle of the field based on what the Raiders like to do, playing man-to-man across the board. And there you go, 3 rushers, and they're getting pressure already with those 3 rushers, trying to force them to make a throw on the run, able to get their hands on the football. So nice job. Rushing 3, dropping 8, playing man with a couple cop guys there. Okay, now we got 4 down. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 down guys. Okay, we'll change it up. Okay, now what are we doing? Okay, so here we go. We're going to come down. Now we're going to bring our safety blitz right here, and we're going to play man-to-man across from that with the safety back. But now we're going to bring a little bit of pressure. Here we come. Now we're getting off on the backside, right? Good job playing man coverage. Nothing shows up quickly. Now we get pressure. Hendrickson on the backside, who can obviously win one-on-one, but we get 5 guys rushing, and now we create a turnover. Here we go. So this situation, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 down guys. Now all of a sudden, they're going to pop Hubbard up, and he's going to stand up and become a linebacker type guy. So now we're down to a 3 down. Okay, what are we going to do with Hubbard in this situation? See, now it caused all this talking. Okay, now who are we going to? Are we still counting this guy as a down lineman? Now the linebacker walked out here. Now we've got to change up our protections. What are we going to do? Okay, now we're going to walk this linebacker over here. We're going to bring him. We're going to bring Hubbard as we dropped here, and we're going to bring a guy to the front side. So now we're bringing a 6-man blitz right here, forcing angles, okay, playing man-to-man across the board. Got to get out quick, otherwise we're going to get some angles. Boom, Hubbard, they stood him up from a defensive end spot. Now he blitzes as a linebacker. He gets the sack, almost a safety in that situation. All right, here we go, back to a 4 down look. Now we're simply going to run 2-man. Okay, so it looks like the safety's down. We're going to do one of those cover 1 looks again. On the snap, we're going to run back here to a 2 high with man underneath. Tough look to throw against. You'll see. Good job here. The Raiders get man-to-man. You want to try to set up the rubs and the crossing routes. They set up the rub right here, able to get a big win, which is what you need to do against 2-man, everybody else chasing, so they get the big play. But man-to-man, 2-man, being able to create some rubs and crossing routes. Interesting dynamic there. Rams have that in their playbook. Don't do a bunch of that, but they've got some rubs in there that they will use Cooper Kupp in that way. All right, here we go again. Okay, we got our 3 down. 1, 2, 3. Okay, a linebackers. Last time, they both popped out. What are they going to do this time? Will they pop out? They're actually going to bring pressure off the edge now, off of that same look. Last time they just played man, okay? Now they're dropping this guy down to play man. We're here. We're popping one guy out. The other guy is blitzing and reading the back. Back gets out. He's going to cover him man, and the pressure's coming from out here on this side, and you see it, okay? Good job here. Hunter Renfrow being able to beat the soft guy, right? They're playing man. This guy's coming from space, so it puts him in a bind having to chase Hunter Renfrow. So you got to be able to find those guys and take advantage of it. They were able to do that right here, get a big play against that man-to-man coverage. All right, now we've got 4 down once again. 3, 4, but once again, we're going to walk these linebackers up. We got guys walked up all over the place. Looks like a blitz 0, okay? What does that mean? That means it looks like we're going man, man. We're motioning across. We're going man. One of these guys down here is going to cover the back, and we got man here. And there's no safety back there to help. So it looks like they're going blitz 0 right here. Then what? What do we get? Oh, on the snap, what do we get? Bang, on the snap, we're dropping back. We're going to cover 3. Dropping 4 underneath as we drop both those linebackers out and the safety. We rush 4, and what looked like blitz 0 now becomes a cover 3. You get confused, you got to drop it off, and we're going to rally and tackle. Really, really good looks. Okay, now we're back to a 3-down look with a mug. Here we go on the snap, running back once again, right? So it looks kind of funky. We're going to run back here, become a cover 2 type look. We're going to stay down. We're going to pop this linebacker out. So all these different looks after the snap, you got to find those guys, force you to hold the football like this, and then they try to get home. But you see, they're dropping everybody out. Only a 3-man rush here. So they got 8 underneath, trying to clog the middle. Going to come down to the quarterback doing a little bit of that, buying some time and trying to find the open guy as they get outside. But tough looks. 3-down look right here. Now we're mugging up both of our linebackers. We're going to come in, play some man. Okay, we're going to spy the quarterback, do a good job. And you say to yourself, okay, this is what we talked about with that robber. Safety dropping down into a cover 1, okay? And the safety's dropping down into that robber position. I'm going to take anything that comes to the middle. Outside leverage here, force him to your help. So we got man-to-man across the board with the robber coming down. He's taking Tyreek Hill. Once again, we're forcing tough throws, forcing the quarterback to think, and getting off the field. 3 down, bodies all over the place. Walked up linebacker, now we're running. Okay, so again, we got this guy right here who's going to become the copper robber. He's going to sit in here and he's going to take anything that crosses. Watch right here. They do a great job. So here's what I'm talking about. Okay, we're trying to get a rub right here on the shallow. Oh, boom, we got a rub on the man-to-man guy. Watch the robber or the cop. He's going to come down. He's going to jump that. We're going to free this guy up to now become the cop guy. See how this works? There it is. So now this crosser is winning. This crosser is winning. I'm going to jump here. I'm going to fall off on this one. I'm going to force Patrick Mahomes to hold the football, and then we're going to get after him up front. We're going to let him run around, and we're going to try to rally to it and make a sack as they do right here. A lot of really, really good looks by this Cincinnati Bengals team in 3rd down situations to confuse you as a quarterback. Get into the red zone. They really want to play some version of cover 4. Okay, so 4 deep, 3 under. We want to force you to throw it underneath, and then we want to rally to make the tackle. We don't want to give you a lot of man-to-man situations and make it easy on you. So when you get down inside the 15, 10-yard line, you're going to see a lot of zone coverage by this Cincinnati team. You're going to see it by the Rams too. So offenses are going to have to be on top of things, and they might have to throw some underneath plays and win that way or run the football to get it into the end zone. Here you see it, right? This is also what we call the 4 carry. So we've got our 1, 2, 3, and 4 guys playing deep, and then our nickel guy, he carries. So he goes back as well. So it leaves the open, or the underneath, open because you've really only got 2 guys playing the entirety of the underneath zones, but that's okay. We don't want you to throw it into the end zone. We want you to throw it underneath and make you guys have to run into the end zone. So we're going to carry there. So it's almost like 5 deep here. Where are you going to throw it? We're going to match to all your guys, especially when we think you got to throw it into the end zone, make you throw the ball away. Here we go again. Another version of it. Okay. So there you go. And so now we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 back. And now, instead of the nickel carrying, what they're going to do is make their Mike backer almost like a Tampa 2 guy. So he's going to drop into the middle, giving us a 5th guy playing deep and forcing you to throw it underneath. I'm going to drop that Mike backer, force you to throw it underneath, cover everything into the end zone, make the windows tough. There you go, holding the football. They're only rushing 3, but they do a good job covering, and then you see it. Good job right here that I'm just holding, I'm just holding, I'm just holding, and now once he starts to buy time, I'm going to fire, and I'm going to force him to throw the football. This is the one we ended up creating a sack there. Hubbard did, great job, eyeing and just spying the quarterback. Okay, so they do play a little bit of man. So here's some man. We're going to play man, but what are we doing here? Okay, with the man, we're going to play man across the board, and we're going to have 2 safeties that are playing in their quarters position or combo positions down here. So we got man to man. We don't have to play 2-man and play deep because we've got the back end line as our extra defender, so we don't have to play deep. So we're going to help jump anything that crosses to the middle. Okay, so they win right here. Boom, got a safety waiting there for it. Okay, we've got outside leverage here, so I'm good with that. If he comes inside, I'm going to double him. Otherwise, I'm going to wait for anything coming inside. So they got 2 free hitters there that are kind of playing robber positions while everybody else is playing man. Forced to throw underneath. They don't catch it, but then they're going to rally and make the tackle. Not a lot of love given to the Cincinnati Bengals defense because we want to talk about Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and all the playmakers they have on offense. But the defense really has done a good job in these games, holding the Titans down to 16 points. Obviously, what they did last week against the Chiefs in the second half, being able to shut them down by changing the looks up, forcing the quarterbacks to be a little confused, to hold the football, to be not sure what they're getting, have to buy time back there, and allowing their front 4 to get after the quarterback. Instead of bringing a bunch of pressures, they're going to sit back and change up the looks and force the quarterback to hold it, and that's where they're going to gain their advantage. In the red zone, they want to make you work for it. They don't want to give you easy opportunities throwing the ball into the end zone. They want you to throw it underneath and say, hey, can you make us miss and get into the end zone? What they do against the Chiefs at the end of the first half last week. Make them throw it to Tyreek Hill behind the line of scrimmage, at the line of scrimmage. Then we're going to rally and make you beat us out in space with the ball in your hands. That will be the challenge for the Los Angeles Rams in the red zone.